Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for the next game, 1SPP against Lemming. Both Polish teams, so this is going to be a Polish domination. So first game was 1SPP against Castle Crew, ending 2-1. So, I've got the team captains next to me. So, what happened in the first game? Why did you lose?
Why did we lose? Probably because we didn't play good enough, right? But
obviously,
yeah, we had some technical problems, but of course it was for both teams. So it was like I think just a bit of bad luck, and of course missing Flex is a huge disadvantage for our team.
Flex is your team captain, right?
Yeah, he is our team captain. He's a tactician and he's very valuable. So it could be that, but still Kazna did very well job. So we wish them good luck in the next games.
Well, yeah, you got enough games coming up, so you still can catch up, still can finish first. Nothing's finished, so that's pretty cool. Okay, Lemming train captain next to me. Did you watch the first game?
Yep, we did watch. They played very good, I think. Although they have serious problems with communication, I think, with the team.
Yeah. So, do you think you're going to win the game?
Sorry?
Do you think you're going to win against them?
Last time we met them at the World Cyber Games, we lost 3-2. So we hope we, could, revenge.
Yeah, but, I was looking at the qualifying games, and you two faced against each other. You played against each other during the qualifiers, and your team won 2-0 against 1SPP. Have I got that right? No, 1SPP. Yeah, 1SPP won 2-0 against your team. So it's payback time now, actually, isn't it?
Yes, but we kicked out the map that we lost. We lost 2-0 on Abbey, and we kicked out this map. So we hope this will be good for us.
Okay then. So fair play. Shake hands, guys. After your teams, have fun, and now it's time for the casters to kick off this game and introduce you to the maps, to the teams, and I hope you're ready.
Welcome back to the casters booth. We're just warming up for this game, Lemming Train versus 1SP versus Zawisza. Yeah. Obviously, as Stephen just said, we have watched Zawisza play Kazna Crew already, but we're on some different maps this time. We've got we're on the same map, so we're in different order. Different order. Prokhorovka first, and then Mines, and then Y Park. Obviously, we had Mines, and then Prokhorovka, and then Y Park last time.
Exactly, yeah.
It is best of 3 again, so we could potentially not see Y Park, but we'll definitely see Prokhorovka and Mines.
Definitely, yeah.
So, last time we had a kind of a strange stalemate. I mean, we had Mines, which is kind of it's not an open map, but it's not like a city map. It's not closed.
Yeah, it's a mix of both, because you can...
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this time round, we've got the most open map possible, apart from maybe steps. Yeah. So I think we'll probably see whichever artillery does the best. Tank picking has already started, I believe, so we can just pop into that. An MX-1390.
The same setup like the first game, nearly the same. They will play with, maybe one team will decide to play with 3 or 4 1390s instead of 2 tier 5 scouts and go on this T8 gun.
Yeah.
We see 3 1390s and 1 T69, or maybe only 2 1390s and 2 T69s. I expect Lemming Train definitely playing at least with minimum 1 T69.
Yeah, I've seen them play with a T69 before, so they definitely have the players to play with a T69. Definitely, but I think it's strange to not see Carmen here. He is one of their team members, and he's often at offline events.
Yeah, but actually saw him at nearly every offline event. I don't know why he's not here. Maybe he can't go out.
Yeah, he might have some problems, I don't know. Yeah. But there's still such a strong team, your favorite team, in fact.
Exactly, it's my favorite team, and even without Carmen, they got enough good, really skilled players. Yeah. They got a team on online events of 10 players, so I think will notice that they're missing one of his key players.
Yeah, and I think going back to the setups, it'll be interesting to see at the grand finals, because we do have a grand final. Once we have the European regional final as such, we'll have a grand final of the best 2 teams from every region.
Exactly, and we've got 5 of these regions.
Exactly. But we're going to go in game. This is the Lemming Train versus 1SPV Zawisza on Prokhorovka. We're just going to do a little map overview first to give you an idea exactly how Prokhorovka looks like.
Still not finished the tank picking, so we got a few seconds more.
Yeah.
I think we can just go back on the topic. Yeah, we got 5 regional wargaming leagues.
We got Southeast Asia, Commonwealth of ex-communist states. So that would be Russia, Ukraine, all that, and then we have North America, Europe, China, and Korea. So I think it'll be interesting to see exactly how the regions come out all together. I mean, Obviously, we can see how the Europeans play, and we can even see how the Russians play on Go For What. I do stream Go For What on Sunday, so you can see the Russian teams playing there. But it's just going to be interesting, because we saw World of Cyber Games that North Americans play completely differently from the Europeans.
Style.
Exactly.
Even the Asian teams and the Vietnamese play really strange tactics.
But it does look like Butcher just said ready, so we're ready to go in this game.
Go into the game,
But yeah, it's going to be good. I mean, World of Cyber Games, it's $400,000 for each region. So a team could potentially win $500,000 altogether.
500,000.
300,000 for the grand finals, 200,000 for the.
No, 300,000.
Yeah, for the season.
100,000 per season, 3 seasons, and 300K, and for the final, the big brawl, it's again 200,000. So if you play well, you can earn 500,000 for a German team euro, or for a West European team.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to remember. I mean, Europe does have the most money in the kitty, just because how strong the euro is at the moment. Exactly. So 300,000 euros just in the European kitty at the moment. 2.5 million spread across all 5 regions. But we
are going into the game. So yeah, we will see again this short overview video, and then we will be live. So we are back live into the game.
I am following one SPP Zavisha, and Marcus will be following Lemming Train. As you can, T2 Light is kind of pushing out. Nothing unusual. We saw one SPP playing exactly the same as last time with the T2 Light tank. So I'm just going to follow him, and I'm going to pop over to Marcus's screen just to see what they're doing.
Yeah, Lemming Train is the basic stuff, like we see in the last game. The T52 is both going just for the mid to the fast scout. The 3090 is going to the left side, there's a 1500 and the RT as well.
Ilianix get taken down by a beautiful ram from takes down Naughty B.
Heavy.
But he does take 30% damage in that move, so...
We can go to your vision. What they do, they also spotted them, and now it's a question what they will do to counter this position. I think they will go for the city, and we see a similar match like we saw in the first on Prokhorovka from SPP.
Obviously, SPP has got a lot of 3090s, while Lemming Train has those T50-2s, which so far has paid off with them. But by taking out that T2 light tank, I think the T2 light tank was just used to scout out a bit to see what's going on. But doesn't look like Ilianix has taken a lot of damage there.
Yeah, he got a big RT hit, but Lorraine as counter. But he will do the same like Coprelon, and they spotted Andrew again. I think Andrew should get in another position. Every game he gets spotted at this position. Yeah, and now you have to run away.
He has to be very careful, otherwise Kazwob, who is an excellent artillery player, will take him down very quickly. I wonder if Lemming Train did learn from Kaznakru, because obviously Kaznakru spotted that artillery. Exactly.
Yeah, I think Lemming Train thought, oh nice, this tactic from Kaznakru was working well. We play nearly similar, let's try the same. And yeah, they're doing it very well. The 3090s were really aggressive. I think they stay on this position because they know they are arty safe, Puzzling and Viol Tractor.
Puzzling did track Furious, one SPP. He could easily get taken down by artillery if he tracked, so he had to use that repair kit pretty early on in the game, which could actually prove a fatal error. I don't know. It depends if Kazwob can get those shots down onto the AMX 3090 or not.
Yeah, Puzzling got a really good position here. You can shoot below the wagons here and try to track the team. Yeah, he should again. You see, there's a small gap between this, and he's just trying to track Furious, so even deal damage for the artillery. But the artillery moved to the north side of the map, so drive completely up from south to north to get a better angle to shoot. You can see it here from behind. Kazwob is now on the completely other side of the map.
Yeah, and we are just seeing a Pig Hunter trying to proxy spot AMX 3090 of Furious as he pushes down into the south of the map. But it looks like Capo has taken a lot of damage, 45%. I'm not sure what. I think that was probably an artillery shot. He was probably spotted by Puzzling. I'm wondering if Lemming Train realize that they have so much map control, so many options that they can just take down
Furious
any second now. just going to go on Furious's view. He's only taken 15% damage, and Ilianax is still on that 23%. I'm wondering if 1SBB are actually going to push in.
What's going on in the south? They're going aggressive in. Maybe they want to try to start the cap.
I think Butcher just realized that there's an opportunity to go into the open onto Lemming train side and just perhaps put a little bit of pressure onto them. It doesn't look like Snip is actually pushing in a little bit. Is he just spotting? Oh, but it looks like Furious is taking a lot of damage. Viola
really
Tractor
nice.
takes him down.
Yeah, I think the notice that Butcher is out of position. He's just on the other side, so they can push in. They got the gun advantage in the mid and just trying to force a team fight here in the mid of the map. And yeah,
it looks like Lemming Train are actually pushing onto 1SBB at this point. Puzzling is only on like 20% health.
Is also down if he goes here, and he will soon down.
Andrew Hull does a great shot onto Puzzling.
8 hit points left on Chapo here on the 5100. Will he manage to escape? Oh, no, Wild Tractor will just hunt him down, I think. He got absolutely no chance. I think he's also empty, he can't even shoot back. And now it's only Butcher and Nitros left. Oh, sorry, only Butcher is left from the heavy tanks. Nitros is also done. And
Butcher is completely on the other side of the map. He didn't have...
Yeah, that's the point, the key point. They go with Butcher on the other side of the map and they lose totally the map control and they can't fight in the mid because Lemming Train got one tier 8 tank more in the mid.
I think Lemming Train realized that 1SBB was completely without one of the MX-3090. They spotted them and they realized, well, they're one tier 8 tank down. We have we can do more damage. We have even had the HB advantage in that situation. So let's just push before Butcher gets an opportunity to kill our artillery, and perhaps we can get a win out of that. And indeed, it did work. Butcher did round XP in that situation.
Artie will get killed here by the 252s, just searching for Unreal and find him finally on the hill. And yeah, it's an easy job for 2 T-52s to finish this Lorraine Artie. And now it's only on the other side of the map.
I'm just going to follow Butcher as this Viola Tractor and Butcher have a little one-on-one. It doesn't look Viola Tractor is actually winning against Butcher. 20% health, 1% health.
Hit points left, and
and he goes down. 1-0 to Lemming Train.
Even if he had win this fight, it would not
wouldn't make a
difference.
Game.
Wouldn't make a difference. That's true.
Fair enough. Good games.
Yeah, but it looks like SPP tried exactly the same, and the second time they didn't have a chance against the enemy who was just playing on the open and just counter this positioning. And even the mistake from Butcher.
Yeah, I think that was the two things about this game. Butcher obviously made that big mistake there, and I think the other mistake was allowing those 3090s to just get free shots onto not just free shots, free spots onto the onto their team. So I think that was the main errors in that map. But it's very hard to play from that city side because you can get locked down very quickly.
Exactly. Yes, the problem is from the city. You didn't get the view range on the other side. The left team on the open can just stay behind bushes, get spot and shoot without getting spotted.
Exactly.
And if you stay in the city, you got this chance. Not this chance. So it's really hard to counter teams who play that good outside and aggressive directly on this trackway. Yeah,
and I think you've also got to remember when you're on the open side, you can run behind those little hills, those little bumps.
Exactly.
But when you're in a city, you have those two open areas. There's two and you've got to drive a long way before you can get into the city. Obviously, if you push through the middle, then it's fine. But I think it's just if you have tanks on each flank, they can get killed very easily because they can't get into cover.
Exactly, yeah. And even the Artie can work perfectly.
Exactly.
You see, Andrew was 2 times spotted. He got no chance to get this Artie working and going for damage. He always had to escape and run. So
yeah. That's a good play by Lemming Train. Just keeping the pressure on the artillery, making him move, making him unable just to get the shots out and just focus on getting damage out. I mean, that's all you have to do. You don't have to necessarily kill the enemy team's Artie. You can just put pressure on him so he can't do any damage, and that's fine. It might as well be dead anyway. So good game by Lemming Train there. We're just going to pop over to a commercial, and we'll be back in a second.
On Mainz.
We've got Lemming Train versus 1SBP Zawisza. We're actually on mines for this round. Yeah. Best of 3, so Lemming Train did take that first round, and Zawisza would want it. Exactly, yeah. They'll be looking to. They did win against Casner Crew on this map, so they're looking to pull one back here and then go into the final map on Y Park.
Yeah, and they're starting from the north. No, from north this time. Last time they start from south.
I think so. Yeah,
right? Yeah. So they have to play from the other side. But finally, on this map, we will see this T69. I just see Alien X picked it.
Yeah.
We predicted in Prokhorovka, but finally on mines we will see him.
I think you got to remember that T69 is a great tank. I mean, it's tier 8, so it's the same as the 1390, but it has a 25-second reload, which is a lot better.
And
I mean,
250 hit points more.
That's yeah, 250 hit points and similar damage, but it's a bit slower. But you know,
not really.
Not so much slower.
Nearly the same. Yeah.
I mean, it's about the same speed as an AMX 5100 if you think about it like that. It's obviously a bit bigger, but it's just one of those tanks which can take out other tanks once a bit of damage has been done to them. I mean, obviously it won't be able to kill like a tier 8 tank in one volley, but it will still be able to do like 90% health.
Yeah, the good thing is only 20 seconds reload, so you can get on the hill on mines easily, and the 3090 still got not reloaded, so the enemy team can't go up on the hill with the 3090s when they know the enemy team got a T69 who will possibly drive up. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, it's just a great tank, and it's good to see that these tanks which are being introduced into the game are actually being used by teams. I mean, quite often you used to see tanks introduced, even if they were good, teams would be quite skeptical. But now teams are grinding the next line of tanks which are introduced. They're seeing this tank's good. They're putting it into their lineup. They're testing it here. They're testing it there.
And a lot of the pro teams also on the test server still tested these tanks before it's going live to just check out if it's working for 7-on-7 or not.
And a good other place to test is GoFort. Obviously, GoFort is kind of the testing ground both for players and for tanks. So
I would agree.
Because it's every Sunday and there's a lot of teams and there's a lot of different play styles. So that's a good place to breed players and tanks. So yeah, it's good to see that. And but we should be going to the next round very soon.
I think the teams are ready, so we're just going to start.
Is same lineups? What lineups are we looking at here?
250-100s for Lemming Train and a T69, so they're playing basically with 2 light tanks and 2 heavy tanks.
We saw 1SBP take those a lot of 3090s. They took 3 in Prokhorovka. I wonder if they're going to be able to translate that more. You know, they've been playing 2 rounds now in a row, and the same players have been on the 3090s each round. Exactly. So I'm wondering if they'll be able to just slide into it a bit more easily, because it is a very hard tank to play.
Yeah. They're getting wrong with it and comfortable with the positioning and playing. They've got the mouse on the right and keyboard on the right position, and I think that's a little advantage they got for this match now. But they picked again the same setup like also in the first match, and again the T32. And now it's a question how they will use this T32. They got no really heavy tank on the other side, only French tanks. Maybe this can be the little advantage they need to draw this.
Yeah, just looks like we're ready. The players are ready, so we're going to go in game any second now. And we're going to have a little map overview first, so see you in a second. Or not.
And oh, no, we are going live. Back in and just checking the vision of SBP from your vision.
Yeah, I'm going to be following 1SBP and Marcus will be following Lemming Train. This is mines. We're seeing Butcher kind of push out onto the green zone, not an unusual move. We were saying that those 2 AMX 3090s are better together. I mean, 2 AMX 3090s are better together than just one on their own. So yeah, there's 2 of them, Nitrous and Butcher. Looks like he's actually pushing extremely aggressively. He's going all the way down to this position here.
The same, but if I got to my vision, I see that Lemming Train started going to the city with a really aggressive push with the 5100s here. You see the T69 is just blocking the hill, trying to don't let the scout through. up to the hill. And the 51 is going directly to the city. Lorraine Artie is also in an aggressive position here to directly shoot on the hill position. And on the other side, the 3090 here, Puzzling is moving to the right side. And we see the first fight in the mid. Alien X against Furious.
Oh, but Andrew Holm does take down Pig Hunter. If you just look on my position, that is I mean, that could have been extreme advantage for Lemming Train in that position because Butcher was completely stuck there. That is a problem with going there. You can't go forwards because you get shot from the hill, and you can't go backwards because you get shot by artillery.
Also now, yeah.
Yeah, Naughty B gets taken down by Puzzling takes down Naughty B even.
Snip get a big arty hit.
I'm just, what's going on over here? I mean, huge firefight. Looks like Volo Tractor is taking a lot of damage. Furious is taking a lot of damage, but Capo is getting great snipe shots onto the Lemming Train tanks. But Snip does take down Furious in that MX 5100.
Yeah, and Snip just survived his 190 hit points. And now they got the 8 tier points advantage. Oh, that was really Andre hit the Snip, but he destroyed the gun and he stayed on this 190 hit points. That was really lucky. Yeah.
It doesn't look like 1SPP has serious disadvantage at this point. Lemming Train taking the initiative and pushing heavily from that city.
Yeah,
not a tactic we see a lot.
All tanks are low now. All are one-shots. Both 5100s are one-shot. The T69 and there's a first tank gun. It's still not decided who will win. The Butcher can still manage it with Chapo. This is the point. The T32 with his really strong armor and his fast shooting gun can still handle this match.
AMX 1390 Butcher's going to try and get a shot into Alien X. He doesn't get the shot, and Alien X is trying to get those quick snapshots out onto Butcher.
Yeah, we can directly see here Alien X trying to use his gun and his turret a bit to play here, and just passive scout and let the Artie work now on Chapo. I think the Artie got the position to shoot on this T32 soon, so or on Butcher. Even if they got too aggressive now.
The problem right now is if Butcher shot all of his shells, or most of but Kazwov does take down Butcher, and leaving only Capo and Andrew to try and claw this one back.
And Artie gets spotted again from his position.
He gets spotted?
I think we can go to Chapo's position and just check what's his options for.
I don't think Puzzling has got too much to worry about at this point. He is behind the house, so he won't be able to get shot by Andrew in that. Oh, but Andrew does get taken down by Kazwov. And it looks like Alien X is on that hill, and he will get a couple of shots onto Capo.
Will get fire from all sides. The 5100 is pushing, the Puzzling coming from the side, and Alien X is also waiting for his chance to shoot again.
Puzzling coming around as the Capo. 1 or 2 shots and he will be down, leaving it 2-0 to Lemming Train. Even gets set on fire. GG to Lemming Train.
Yeah,
2-0.
Well played. Yeah, really strong played again. The duelist game style going to the city. Nothing what SPP have done against it. Yeah. Just pushing through. But this was really nice that they managed to get all tanks, get shells and get low, but nobody died at the start of the game. It was really the point that they didn't lose any of the big tanks. They got the guns alive, even if they are really low, but they got the guns alive.
Yeah,
that's what.
And I think generally, as how Lemming Train are playing, they are your favourites. I think they are playing so good, so strong, completely wiping out 1SPP.
Perfect example.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just that thing where they're thinking outside the box. I mean, you rarely see teams pushing from the city. They pushed from the city and they pulled it off, even when 1SPP were in pretty good positions. I mean, did they push from the city straight away, or was it like a bit delayed? Because
no, it was a bit delayed. They just getting to this position, and now the T69 blocked the enemy team that they can't go the vision on the hill. So this 5100 were spotted, so they get the advantage that they can't go around this and spotted in the last second. They just shown up and can fire. And in the same time, the T69 on the hill push also. So they got from 2 sides.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Lemming Train did was they saw Butcher and Furious in those AMX 1390s were spotted on the island, and they thought, well, we can just use that to advantage. They're just completely out of the game, and we can just push from the city, and it worked out perfectly for them.
Yeah, similar like Prokhorovka. They spotted 13090 out of position, say, okay, one gun is on the other side of the map, let's push on this side, and you can't do anything because they got not that much guns on this position.
Exactly, two MX 1390s. That's a hell of a lot of damage to be missing from a firefight.
And even if you play that aggressive style, your Artie can easily move to another position. You see the Artie were nearly on the enemy base again to just get no safe position for the enemy tanks, let them no chance to escape. That's the point if you play aggressive.
Yeah, you put artillery in a position where it can shoot the tanks. Because obviously, once you've done the initial firefight and you have the advantage because you killed most of their tanks, you can just be ultra safe and you can move artillery into a position which can take the last 2 camping tanks out. And that's exactly what Lemming Train did. And it did well. They played it perfectly, taking out Butcher in.
Exactly. Yeah, that was really well again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to show up why are my favorites. But I think we can go back to Steven.
Yeah, we're going to go back to Steven.
I think we will get an interview with the winner.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, I'm standing here next to the team captain from Lemming Train. So, you managed to win 2-0, you got revenge for the qualifiers. How does it feel?
Yep, it feels good, but they were playing with 6 players only, so we have more chances, and this tier light, tier 1 they were missing, was actually crucial in the second match.
So there's many people who watch the stream and they keep on asking, well, a T1, is it that important? They don't understand it. So you saying this T1 missing made it way easier for you, or let's say a bit easier for you to win the game?
Yeah, but they were missing the spot in the mines, in the town, so they didn't know our tanks were coming, and we just were able to surprise them and win easily.
Okay, so yeah, first game played, first game won, 2-0, good start, the best start you can have. What are your expectations for the tournament?
We hope to win, of course. We are, I can say, top team from European server, and we fear most the Kazna crew.
The Kazna crew already said they're going to win as well, so.
They won with Zawisza too, so. Yeah.
So yeah, so you say you're going to win. Kazna crew's going to say you win. Let's see the game against you two guys later today, and we see who's going to win that. Thanks for your time. Enjoy your time here at the event. See you. All right then, that was Lemming Train. Next game will follow pretty short, so we're going to swing the camera over to the analysing desk and going to analyse the matches, tell you some crucial moments of the game, maybe even go a bit more into detail about the missing T1, so new players understand how crucial this T1 can be. And yeah, just stay tuned and enjoy your time on the stream.
Can we get a few seconds break? Simon's
just waiting for our third analyzer. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break and then we'll have him here. So give us a second and then we'll be back with the excellent games we've had. With
Simon. With help this time.
Yeah, with help, yeah.
Like running across the line.
Yeah. You just ran across.
Yeah.
It's like Usain Bolt over here.
Yeah.
But we're here for more important things than running. We're here for welder tanks.
Driving and shooting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you just pop over to my screen, we've got Butcher and Nitrous. This is a pretty important position. It's the initial position of these two tanks. I mean,
this is first map, right?
Yeah, it's on Prokhorovka.
Yeah. Actually, I love the little setup those two had there on Prokhorovka.
Yeah,
I think so. If we can bring it up on the screen, that would be awesome, and that way we can show the crowd how it's looking.
It's always interesting to see where teams go first on the map, because that's what really it does dictate the game quite a lot. Because one SPB's decision to completely go on this side of the map was a game breaker, I think. You know, before even the first shots have been fired.
Yeah, I must admit I don't understand why why teams do it on this map. Like, when you watch the big teams play, you know, even when you watch when you're going watching the Russian games and you see something like Red Rush playing, or when you're watching OM when they used to play, it's such a common strategy to push up the far side.
Exactly.
So I mean, if we just put that up on the screen, we'll be able to see the sort of area we mean, and it's heading up that 1-2 line is such a powerful move in this game.
Just can stay Andrew Holmes and just shoot it unseen.
And I think Andrew being spotted like that wasn't a particularly good thing for SVP, because it meant Lemming Train knew exactly what they were going to do, because they watched the previous match. They said it on stage.
They played exactly the same tactics. They checked out, okay, it's working, they're playing in the city. And you can push to the city, but then you have to start from south, because you're fast in the city and you got better position to get in safe position behind the buildings, arty safe. But from north, you got nearly no option to get safe.
And I must admit, if you're going to go for that city, I'm a little surprised at their lineup. I mean, maybe it's a bit of a giveaway, but I mean, if you're going into the city, I would have at least taken one T-32 into there, because you can put him anywhere you want, really, in that area, an amazing hull down position. So I'm a little surprised they took such a fast lineup and then took such a defensive line. But as they said, they are missing their captain.
Yeah, I think we could see that.
We have to be pretty forgiving of the team who are missing their captain. And the poor guy was stuck in Ireland waiting for his flight last night, and it got cancelled. So I'm really excited to see how they play tomorrow when the captain is finally here. Because I think we'll see a whole different one
I bet
SVP.
they will don't play this tactic again.
He's probably going to come back and be like...
Especially the arty position.
He's probably watching it now, face palm.
He's yelling, and he's probably in the airport.
On the
just
screen,
yelling, why? And people are looking like, what the hell is this
But
guy doing?
it's clear to see that they're missing some tacticals, missing some tactics, you know, they're missing some structure in their gameplay. And that's what happens when you don't have a team captain.
But I must admit that actually watching them against Kazna, it was insane to see how good they were. I was thinking, this is basically 6v7. And they trashed Kaznan. So I think they're actually a pretty scary team, to be honest. So
they're a great team. I mean, some of the oldest players in the game in that team, really. They got a lot of experience in every kind of World of Tanks.
And actually, one thing I would say is I loved their attitude. Like when they went to that interview afterwards, the fact that he was saying, you know, you know, we think that okay, we had one player down, but Kazna still played really well. So
and see, you can see on the screen, Butcher is pushing over to this side, completely off. And look where the rest of his team is. The rest of his team is down here.
But then again, Butcher pretty much almost pulled that back.
He tried to, but
he was scary.
In the late game he killed 2 or 3 tanks before he finally died. But the point was he left his team alone, and he can't help his team in the team fight. And Lemming Train directly noticed, okay, we got a 3090 out of position, we have to go in. No, we directly have to go in, force the team fight, and just try to make advantage of our
more firepower. That's what it is at the end of the day.
It's true. So, should we move over to the second map? We can load that one up. Which was the second map again?
It was
I can't even
Mines.
remember.
Yeah, it was Mines.
Mines. How could I forget? How could I forget Mines? But yeah, I mean, Mines is one of those maps, right? I mean, and it seems like 1SVP are actually pretty good at this map.
They are very good at this map.
Because I thought some of the stuff we saw in this game was really, really cool from them, especially the use of the T69s on both teams. Actually, was there only one on? Yeah, there was one on Lemming Train. The T69 for Lemming Train, the use of that tank was really cool.
The T69 was really, really important in the mid. He just blocked everything from going up to the hill. Even the T2 light can't go up, and then that's why you can go to the city unseen and unspotted and just go into the fight in the enemy base. And but nearly no time for SPP to react on that.
But again, Butcher here was super scary in this game, like really getting in some really nice little positions and really getting himself set up in really good areas. So Butcher was, I think, for these set of games, was really helping 1SPP really take control.
But we say that 1SPP are good on this map, but they're good at playing standard play style on this map. They're good at playing what they usually play with their team captain. But the thing is, they haven't got their team captain, so they can't adapt to other strategies. So Lemming Train to say, okay, they haven't got their team captain, they can't adapt to different strategies, so they will just do a completely different strategy, and we can't do anything.
And actually, as they said, at Lemming Train, it shows the experience of the new team they have, and their new team is scary as hell, really, really scary. And the fact that he was like, well, we knew that they were missing one light, so we knew that they would have put that light guarding the city. So we went through the city, you know, and that was it was just like so good to see that they were.
It's just intelligent play.
Yeah,
exactly. Intelligent play.
Yeah, it really was fantastic to watch. So they yeah, I mean, Lemming Train really did deserve the wins on these games, and obviously it was a bit one-sided because of the lack of the captain on one of the teams.
Why they are my favorite.
But as you said, they will come back. I think once they get their captain back, he will give them a few beatings and they'll be back.
This T69 here in this position on the map, absolutely amazing.
Incredible
to watch.
play.
It was so cool. I mean, if you look at the tank, it's so perfectly suited for this spot.
Yeah, it's like 90. It has no use on this position. You can't lower your gun enough. And
but I'm a bit of a T69 fan.
Everyone's a bit of a
I love that tank. I'm saying it's the best loss I've ever got was with the T69. I think I had 5,900 damage and I had 7 kills and we still lost the game. And I was like, what? I was happy to lose. I was like, well, it's okay.
I think you can be more proud of a loss when you do 5,900 damage and 7 kills than you can be with a win.
You can justifiedly say that it was the team that was
because my fault that we lost this game.
Exactly. But that's the thing, when you win, sometimes like 2,000 of your damage is just killing tanks that are already going to die. You know, there's no skill or anything. But when you're losing, you're always having to fight your way through damage.
For sure.
So yeah.
Okay, so I believe the next set of games is
Spale. We will see the first game of Spale into the tournament.
The Finnish Vikings.
The Finnish Techno Vikings. The Techno Viking team.
I can't wait to see them, man. That's my dark horse team. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, you're going for Spale in this one. I must admit, when they went into the Katowice event, I was like, they only had to play 1 or 2 games to get there, and the teams were kind of like, well, they're not going to be that bad. But then seeing them just trash Lemming Train in the first game, I was like, okay, this is going to be much more interesting than I thought.
Did they play Meteor Makers in that one?
No, they would say in the group
they played them right at the end, I think.
No, I don't think they even played me.
Spale was in the group with Lemming Train, Automotus, and First Pad Expendables.
Okay, fair enough.
And SBP, One Pad Expendables and OM did pretty much destroyed everybody in that bracket.
Yeah, but we had a really exciting final game against Spale. I think we played 2 or 3 times draw before we finally managed it.
And actually, this team is almost totally new, which is crazy. They have the captain has stayed, the rest of their team, and I was saying that the ages of the team since we announced the league have dropped by about 10 years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
because they're like, it's serious now. We need people who are fast and reacting. So it's good to see Spale, a really young team. I think they were saying their youngest player is 16 or 17 here.
Oh wow!
So really young, and most of their team are around that age group.
It's like new multi-show. One of the best players in World of Tanks. He's so young. He's like 17, 18 years old, and it doesn't matter how.
New multi-show is one scary player.
He's so good, man. He's so unbelievable.
I hope to see him go into the thing. So it should be interesting.
It looks like we are going over to a commercial break, so we'll be back in a second for our next game. Spale versus.
We should say Spale, but everyone it's Spale.
Spale.
Or Super Pro. Assault Lemming Elite, I think, is their official name, and I'm so glad they shortened that.
And we're going to commercial, so see you in a second.